I gotta put you down. You're short, your belly button sticks out too far, and you're a terrible burden on your poor mother. All right, well, it's a new day. Today I'm gonna try to finish up my camper box, get the drawers made and put in, and get it loaded up. I was hoping to get some welding done on the rack. We'll see how the weather turns out, if it dries up enough for me to get that done. But yeah, if it's not dry enough, I probably won't video. I don't want to ruin my phone. But yeah, anyway, we'll just see how it goes. Play it by ear. Anyway, yeah, I'll set this thing up, put it on lapse and time lapse, and then we'll get this thing knocked out. Ah, this is nice. I like it. Alrighty. So until the next phase, I'm not gonna snap my finger. All right, well, that's it for welding. Obviously I'm not a welder. I got the tiniest welder on the planet.
You're so tiny.
But it works for me, and it's not going to go anywhere. And obviously I'm not planning on pulling a trailer on my trailer. So, well, that's not obvious. I guess some people do, but at least not on this rig. So, yeah, I think it's going to work out pretty good. Got a tire mount that goes on this side. That tire mount right there goes right there. So I'll clean that up a little bit, get the dust and grime off, and I'll probably paint where I welded. I'll let it cool off for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that's the first weld I've done in a year, so maybe more. And with this little thing, I mean, it does good enough. So anyway, I'll put these two bolts in because they don't really matter for my car or my box. But on this side, I'm just going to leave it alone. I am going to drill them out a little bit bigger. I'm going to put riv nuts in there. Excuse me. I'm going to put rivet nuts in there and here for the box to mount to instead of this. So trying to get bolts through 3 holes and put nuts on the bottom and so on. So this way I can just set the box on there, drill the holes a little bit bigger and go from there. And actually, I won't even need to do that really. I do have to put it on there to add 4 more holes, but that's easy enough. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to get all my welding junk out of the way here. And this, I guess this, as far as that receiver hitch, yeah, it's just welded to this. This is rated for 500 pounds or something like that. So a couple of bikes that weigh, 25 pounds or something each, well, at the very most. And then the box, which probably weighs 200, and the tire. So that's pretty much all that's ever going to be on here, other than me stepping on the corner to get on the ladder. But other than that, anyway, it's getting a little windy out here, so I'll try and set the camera up a little bit different, maybe over and around the corner or something. But I don't have a lot of room in here. All right, anyway, I'm gonna move on, get all my welding junk out of the way and start putting the box back on, so before the weather turns. And yeah, hopefully we can get it wrapped up today. Get this lined up right. Yeah, get my good side up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's better, huh? Yeah, now you can see everything behind me, which is nothing but my shop. Well, I broke my thing. My gargantuan strength and all. Amazon junk. It is what it is. Let me pull that down. There we go. Yeah, so I need to find another rivet nut gun, so I'm probably not cheap out this time. I can't believe that. I've only used it a handful of times, but yeah, it's hard to tell when those rivets are tight with the way that gun was set up, and I just broke it. So anyway, find another one and we'll go from there. I was really hoping to get this on here today, but it'll have to wait for another one. All right, so it's been I don't know, a few weeks since I got this project started, probably more than that. About almost a month, whatever, more. But anyway, back to the finished product on the box. Yeah, anyway, I got things done just in time to take it out for a test, and it worked out great. There's a few little things that I might have changed, but we'll go over those in just a second. But anyway, I'll open it up and give you a final look at it. And here's the finished product. So, the reveal. There we go. So, got it all finished up. Yeah, nice drawer on the top here that has room for, yeah, different things. Kept my grill tools and fireplace tools and I don't know, a few extra little things right here. This, yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. And then my jack handles and some anchors and stuff like that. So anyway, just put separators in there to make sure that everything stays in its own little place. And with the first trip, nothing really moved. It was great. The soft close holds it in there so it doesn't come out. I was a little worried about that at first, but yeah, we had some pretty rough roads on the way out this time, and it worked out perfect. So I only had two handles, otherwise I'd have put one on here, but I didn't because I didn't have it. Eventually I'll buy another handle. They're a couple bucks, but for right now it's pretty easy just to grab a hold of that handle and pull the grill out. So I might lower the front just a little bit to allow this a little bit easier to get out, because really all I need is just something to keep it from moving around too much, and to keep it separate from everything else. But yeah, I had to put spacers in the bottom because of the way that the bottom of the grill is shaped, so it would sit flat and not rock around. Let's see if I can get this in here one-handed. Maybe. I gotta put you down. You're short, your belly button sticks out too far, and you're a terrible burden on your poor mother. Little movie reference there if anybody gets it. Anyway, so it fits in there just right. Got about a 1/2 inch of clearance, which is about what I wanted. And again, soft close, so it keeps it in there. These are stacks, just a step stack for our for our ladder going into the camper. So these stack up. They have pins. The prior owner made them, but they just slide right into that box pretty easy. And then inside I've got my backup grill and a toolbox. But yeah, these just slide right in there, set down. Anyway, and then of course I went through a lot of this already, but this drawer has just a bunch of little stuff, and yeah, again, soft close. Got my hoses in on the side. As long as they're rolled up, they just hold themselves in there. And And then back in here's a bunch of other stuff like my jack and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So it fits in there real nice. And I did finish putting in the riv nuts, and then so all these bolts go directly into riv nuts that are in the frame. And I got this receiver hitch, which is only really designed for like bikes and maybe another box. But the main thing, if you're going to build one of these on your own, is I had a comment on the first video of it's smart to lay out all my stuff that I want to put in it. Thank you. Oh man, broken watch is right twice a day, and I just happen to be right once that day for sure. So anyway, the best thing to do is to at least take an inventory of what you want in there and take some measurements. This would be great for a chuck box, like a kitchen or something like that, even if you're going to put it on the back of a car. And yeah, it's something that I've actually wanted to build when we were tent camping too, is a box that's similar to this, so I didn't have to really pull it off the car if I didn't want to. But and just open it up and pull whatever I needed to out of it and close it back up again. But or even just use it right where it sits. But the main thing is get good measurements. Make sure that if you got an odd shaped box that you plan for that, and do what you can to make measurements and like we see. Yeah, anyway, use cardboard for cutouts or your aided CAD cardboard aided drafting. Anyway, just take a little bit of time to get everything set up, do a short sketch, and yeah, and build it. And don't think that you have to use 3/4 inch plywood, because especially if you're putting it into a box that already has its own structure, you really don't need it. So 1/2 inch is fine for most things, as long as your joints hold. So as long as you do a good job in putting your joints together and making sure that they're going to withstand a little bit of movement, that's the big things. So anyway, yeah, it's another project done. I'm going to move on to the next one, which actually I've already started, but yeah, today I'll be back on it. I'll be working on the neighbor's doors again. So, but anyway, this one's done, wrapped up, and hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.